Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rith's Let's Play featuring Rith's Pack. Today, I am here in our enchanting room. Well, I'm in an enchanting room, and I just wanted to show you what I've been working on in between episodes. I went ahead and spent a lot of time up on top of our, you can see it up there, our little grinder, and I made enough experience to enchant all of our pieces of armor with protection and soulbound, and the steel helmet with respiration. I've also put sharpness and soul stealer on this. We did that a couple of episodes ago, and I have a few levels left, so we can go ahead and put something else if we need to. The only other thing that we can put on this is unbreaking, but I don't feel that that is needed because our armor gets repaired almost after, not almost, but after every fight, thanks to the um, repair talisman that we made from Project E. And so repair doesn't really become a necessity. And our armor now, we are almost full up with armor. And I've been getting, since I've been spending time up there on the grinder, I have been getting enough hearts that now we have a full set of extra hearts. So now we are full up. We even got an achievement called Heart Container. And so I wanted to show you that. I also wanted to show you a couple of changes that I did here on the setup of our reactor. So I've been reading around and watching videos, and nobody seems to have a definite idea of what the best cooling option is. Some say diamond, some say manilium. Um, and also on how the rods need to be provided in order to provide um, not only the cooling that is necessary, but also that I don't remember what's the term that they use, transference, something like that. So anyway, in looking around, I found that this is probably right now in a 7x7. It's probably one of the better ways to do it, and I have. Instead of what we had the graphite, thanks to our Project E, we got enough diamonds to be able to surround this with diamonds and also put the diamonds in the center. And that has brought down the cooling down a little bit. This was heating up all the way up to 2000 centigrades here. Now we brought it down about 400. Now it's speaking at around 800, 1800 or something like that, maybe even less, maybe 1700, between 17 and 1800. And we're still generating about 21,000 RF per tick, almost 22,000. So it is pretty decent. I would prefer, and I am going to continue playing around with this until I can get it on a better setup, because consuming almost a half of a millibucket per tick, it's a little too much. But those are some of the changes that I did in between episodes. So what we are going to work on today is on our applied energistics. And usually on my applied energistics room, I have a room that is much larger than this. And so I've been trying to figure out how we are going to set it up. I put just a couple of blocks just to give me an idea of how the setup is going to be. And what I decided is that we are going to do this setup in two different rooms. So this room here is going to have all of the controllers, and it's going to have our screens, and it will have on this side in here or on this side, we are actually going to have the circuits being created. And then in a different room, more likely here, we'll create another room that is much bigger, and that is going to be our crafting room. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Close the door so we don't get anybody coming into our house. All right. And so, first of all, this in here is almost full. That's why I have my inventory the way that it is right now. So I apologize for that. Um, Once we have this going, we're going to have a much better time. For the time being, I made a couple of extra boxes. So let's just go ahead and dump there everything else that we don't need at the time. Um, so we are not overloaded with materials. There we go. All right. So let's go and do a couple of things here. First of all, what we want to create here, what we want to build here to start with is one of these chargers. And the charger, as I was explaining last time, is necessary for us to be able to make um, the charged surface cords. So I thought we had flux crystals. Did I put them up here? Yes, I did. All right. So now we have a charger. The charger uses, let's take these just here. I don't have my axe with me, so oh well. And let's take, how much surface cords do we have? All right, let's go ahead and take a half a stack for now. And I actually need another chest, but and more than this, but oh well. Let's just go ahead and set it up these ways to show you how it works. So we have our charger there, and as you can see, it actually connects to regular power, to regular RF, and it's very easy how it works. You click it, you right click it with a regular surface cards, and that puts it in there. And when it charges, it changes the color, and it emits those rays that you can see there. You right click it, and it comes out, and now you have a charged surface quartz crystal. And so the way that we, for now, that we don't have the system set up, the way that we are going to automate this is just by placing, I don't know if we have, do we have conduits? Let's see. Item conduits. All right. Let's take this. Oh, we don't need those yet. All right. So we have some item conduits, and we need to make here. Oh my goodness, what is it called? A hopper. That's what it is. And we don't have a hopper, so let's go ahead and make one. I believe we have everything that we need except the box. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make one, so I don't have an extra one there. All right. So with our hopper, and oh, we need an extra box anyway, an extra chest anyway. All right, now we're set. So with this, the idea is that we are going to set up our hopper right over here. And then we are going to place a chest over here. We'll set this up to extract, and this one up here to insert. We can get down there. Okay, we can't get down there. Oh, did I put my wings away? That was smart. Oh, like I always say, sometimes I amaze myself. Come on, wings. You can't be there. You have to stay with me. All right. So let's try this again. That's much better. And set it to insert. And we are good. And now we can go ahead and drop all of us there. And as you can see, it comes down. And as soon as it changes to a charged quartz, it gets pulled out of there into our chest over here. Great. So now we have that processing. Let's go ahead and go to the next step. What we want to do next is we want to set up a, let's see, what are the, no, it's not Project D. I'm sorry. Okay, so here, what we're going to set up is we are going to need this crystal growth, and actually not the accelerators. That's probably how we need to start, but we are going to need the crystal chamber. But for now, what I'm looking for is I am looking to start setting up our basic network here. And the first thing that we need, if I could only find it, is our energy Okay, so there's the ME controller. That's one of the things that we're going to need. So, oh, there it is. I'm sorry. So we need inscribers. Let's go ahead and get a couple of inscribers done. We need a couple pistons. Let's make four since we always need pistons. And we are actually going to need four of these inscribers. And I should have, yeah, I do. Perfect. So now we have that. And for now, let's just make one of those. And in order to make our controller, we are going to need an engineering processor. We're also going to need skystone blocks, which is easy to make. You just need to burn some skystone. This is okay. Let's go ahead. I'm not sure if I put any skystone in here. No, I didn't. I went ahead and dropped them in here. So let's go ahead and we throw a stack of skystone. I went ahead and put like 5 stacks there because I didn't have any room. So in theory, in practicality, I'm not really cheating here. All right, let's just go ahead and do that. We don't need that much, but yeah, having a little extra won't hurt anybody. And besides, I can put it back on the table, whatever we don't use. All right. In order for us to make the engineering processor, we're going to need some silicon because we need to start making the silicon. Um, we need to make some silicon, printed silicons, which will combine with a printed engineering circuit, which is a diamond placed in the inscriber along with the appropriate uh, press. So we need these presses here, and we need some diamond. See how much diamond we have? And we need redstone. Okay, this should get us started. Silicon, diamond, redstone. Let's also go ahead and bring some gold because I know we're going to need it. As always, search the quartz. That's also needed. Okay, and so we should have what we need here. So let's see how this works. If I remember correctly, yep, these guys also, the inscribers also connect to power, regular power, as well as AE power. And so we needed an engineer. And so, like I said, we go ahead and you can just shift left click if and it's going to place the press on the top module, and then you can shift left click on the diamond, and it's going to place the diamond in the right spot. And this is going to come to the top, and it's going to end up with a printed engineering circuit. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time with a silicon. We put the silicon there, and a silicon, put the silicon press and the silicon, and that gets us a silicon, a printed silicon. We put the printed silicon, I'm sorry, we need to take this out, put the printed silicon on the bottom, put a redstone, and then put a printed engineering circuit on the top, and we are going to end up with a engineering processor. Now, to make we should have the sky blocks already cooked over here. We need 4 for now. And with this, we can make our controller. Oh, my bad. We need pure fluix crystal. And how do we make pure fluix crystals? We make them by dropping fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water. And, oh, a fluix seed. The fluix seed is made for combining fluix dust and sand and into a puddle of water, and to make the process faster, add crystal growth accelerators. Okay, so this is where things go almost to screeching halt. Because if we take some, first of all, let's go ahead and grind one of these so we can get some fluix dust. And then we're going to get sand. Actually, we need 4 of these. Each one of these will give us 2. So just making 2 is enough. If we take some sand and we combine it with the flux dust, it's going to give us 2 fluid seeds. So with 4 fluid seeds, when we drop that in the water, then they are going to make some pure fluid crystals. Here's the challenge. If we put those seeds there they are. So now they're going to start basically growing into full pure fluid crystals, right? But if we take a look at it, we've already left them there for a few seconds. Let's go ahead and pick them up. If we take a look at this, they haven't even gone over 0%. This will take forever. And so here's where the crystal growth accelerators come in place. Crystal growth accelerators are going to make it so it is faster for these seeds to grow. However, to make the crystal growth accelerators, we need glass cable, fluix blocks, and some quartz glass. So we need a few more things that we need to do there, but they are worth it. Eventually, what we want to do is the crystal growth accelerator. We want to make 6 of those, combine it with a chest, glass cable, and a hopper, and make a crystal growth chamber. Now, this is really what you want to shoot for. And so if we want to start working on anything, let's go ahead and start working on this crystal growth accelerator chamber. And the reason for that is because this one will make it so fast and it doesn't need water. The seeds will just go in and start growing inside this chamber. And so let's see what we need. We need 6 of this. Each one of these needs some quartz glass. So for the quartz glass, we just combine glass with some regular Certus quartz. And we're going to need a few of this. So let's see, how many can we make? Not even 1. Oh, that is sad. What don't we have? We have the glass, and we have 4 Certus quartz. Okay, so what we're going to do, since we have plenty of nether quartz, let's go ahead and just grind a whole thing, a whole stack of nether quartz. Okay, good. All right, because if I remember correctly, we can make this with, yeah, it can be done with Certus quartz or with nether quartz dust. Excellent. So that is getting made right now. We're going to need fluix blocks, and we need 6 of this. So we need about a stack of pure fluix crystal. No, we need 4 fluix crystal. We don't need to make it more complicated than what it is. What's wrong with you, Rith? Okay, and remember that to make the fluix crystal, we needed to drop charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone dust in a pot next to the water. Okay, so we have the redstone. The charged Certus quartz is being cooked over there, and I think that will be enough to make the blocks. Let's see how much more we are going to need. Let's pick up some nether quartz. This should have already finished making the stack. And if we needed more, well, we will go ahead and get more. Let's see. I believe that each one of this, okay, so one of them will give us 2. So we need 32 exactly. Great. So let's drop those 32, 32, and 32. And that should combine into flux crystals. Come on, boys. There we go. All right. So now we have flux crystals, and we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of this in order to make our crystal growth chamber. And in case you are wondering, I have set up on my hotkeys the letter O, where you might remember when we got our inventory upgrade table. We also got an inventory crafting table, and this is what I'm accessing Well, by hitting O, it automatically defaults to that, and it opens your crafting table that this little cake gives you. Okay, so let's go back to what we're doing. And in here, we were going to do 6 of this. So now, the next step we need is to make our glass. Let's go ahead and throw that here. And for the glass, we need 2 each, so we need 12 of this quartz glass. Okay, what is going on? Oh, of course, I need to choose the right recipe. Okay, what is it? Why are you doing this? I don't like it when things don't work with me. Didn't I drop? Thought I dropped the nether quartz dust here. And for some reason, I wasn't picking it up. Well, there it is. Strange. All right, so we have the glass, and we need 12 of those. Perfect. Now we need to make ourselves some ME glass cable. And this is the cable that we're going to use for everything. And so we can make a few of this, and it's really not going to affect much. It needs a couple of flux crystals and quartz fiber, and the fiber is done by combining the glass with the dust. And so let's go ahead and let's make a few. Let's make a stack. 27 will suffice. And then we can make our cable here. All right. And so now we can easily make our 6 crystal growth accelerators. Oh, great. So we are on our way now to be able to make this, because we only now need a hopper and an oak chest. So again, we can make a hopper and an oak chest. We need actually 2 oak chests. So we need some planks. We don't have enough. So we need to make a few more. Oh, we're almost out of wood. I'm going to have to go and get some more wood. Fortunately, that is plentiful here. All right. So that's all we have. And we need 2 chests. Excellent. With this, we make 1 hopper. And now we can make... Oh, we never combined this for the... There we go. So let's make 12 of those. And with that, we can make our 1 crystal growth accelerator. Now, if I remember correctly, the crystal growth accelerator will not work with just regular power, with regular energy. Let's go ahead and test the theory. Let's just go ahead and extend that here, put it on top, and as you can see, it doesn't go on. Why doesn't it go on? Because the crystal growth accelerator, as we can see up here, it needs AE. It needs AE to be able to work. It'll not work with RF. And so here is where we need to get the other parts of our system. We have this. We need to make ourselves a controller. But more importantly than the controller, what we need to make ourselves is a... Where is it? And if I could remember the name, then I would pull it directly, but I cannot remember the name. Let's see. Energy acceptor. That's what we need. And so let's see, do we have anything? Everything? No, we need some more quartz glass. Wow, I don't know why it keeps putting the quartz there. All right. What? We run out of glass? I can't believe it. Well, we have this glass and it should work. No? No, it doesn't work. All right. Well, we need to make some glass then. Fortunately, this guy here works pretty quickly. All right. So we have a couple more. Alrighty. So with this, we should be able to make our energy acceptor. It's funny how very easy things, it's sometimes so difficult to remember the names with so many things that we have to deal with here. But hey, that's an excuse to say that my old brain doesn't work like it used to work. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to put our energy acceptor here, and the energy acceptor is going to take the power, the regular RF. So you can see the RF gets connected to it. And then we can go ahead and connect that to our growth chamber. And as you can see now, the growth chamber lights up. And now we can start making our seeds. So we will get them off the water here. And all this time that they've been in the water, they're only at 1%. Whereas now with the crystal chamber accelerator, look at that. It just makes life so much easier. Still not as fast as, but we can speed it up later on. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this up. So, all right, we have set up the basis for our system here. And I've been having so much fun that I didn't realize that we are over time. So I am going to stop where we are right now. What I'm going to do in between episodes is just organize this a little bit, and we will go ahead and next time and start continue working on our applied energistic system. So with that, I leave you for now. Please remember to leave me a like if you like what you're seeing, and also subscribe. It would be awesome to reach 100 subscribers sometime so I can get the name for my channel. And yes, please remember that. Alrighty, pass the word along, and that way we can get more subscribers as well, and I can continue making these videos. Once again, thank you for your time. We will go ahead and see you next time. Take care. Be good. Be safe. Bye bye.